Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by for your daily Reiki micro session. This is a micro session because it's only 5 minutes long, where a normal Reiki session with me does last for an hour. So 5 minutes is just enough to give you a little bit of a taste of Reiki, help you decide if this might be something that you would want more of in your life or not. If you have any questions about the Reiki, the best time to ask those questions is while I'm actually doing the Reiki. So if you have questions about, what is Reiki good for, or where does Reiki come from, or anything else like that, then feel free to go ahead and throw that question in the chat box while we are actually doing the Reiki. After we do 5 minutes of Reiki, we're going to switch gears and we're going to go to 5 minutes of questions where I'll use my cards and my intuition and answer questions for you. And if you'll excuse me just a moment, I have a cat that just came to the door and went in. Hi, sweetie. Yes. Yeah, you're here. You're here now. Are you going to still be bossy? So sorry for the distraction. But anyway, let's go ahead and get the Reiki started. All right, so we're starting Reiki at 11 after the hour. That means we're going to finish it up at 16 after the hour. We'll see if anybody even comes in the room. Everybody may be out Saturday night. We'll find out. Yes, I know you're here. Hi. Hi. Hi, handsome man. Hello there, Mr. Michael. Welcome, welcome. Glad you're here. Thank you for the thumbs up. Yeah. Hi. Can you wait until I'm done with Reiki? That's my neighbor's cat that lives upstairs from me. We share a yard, and apparently we share a cat. Or two. Yes. Yeah. Can you wait till Reiki's over and then I'll rub your face? Yes, I see you. No, not right now. He's a little bossy. So does anybody have any questions about Reiki? Because if you do, throw them up in the chat. I'll be happy to answer those for you. Sweetie, calm down. Claws, buddy. Claws. Patience. He's missing his mama and his little boy that live upstairs. And he's feeling pretty needy tonight. Yes. Yes. Just a minute, buddy. 2 more minutes of Reiki. He's gotten pretty good at knocking on my door to let me know he wants to come in. Can you wait 2 more minutes? Thank you, baby. It hasn't even been 1 more minute. Patience. Just a minute. I know. You can be patient. No. No. I'm doing Reiki. What a crazy night. Now the other one's at the door, too. 1 more minute of Reiki. What, you want me to let Kitty in, or you think I should make her stay out there? Hmm? You know I'm going to let her in if I let you in. Oh, that's okay. I've been kind of scarce too. I got my COVID shot and I was like, I could not get enough sleep for the longest time. So I haven't really been very consistent here daily like I was for a while. All right, should we open the door for your sister? Okay, guys, we're going to do readings in a second for anybody who's in here for readings. Kitty, are you still waiting? Yes, you are. Okay. All right, now we've got it, the whole tribe in the room that's home. Is it buffering? It shouldn't be. You may want to try refreshing too. Sometimes if you just refresh the screen, that'll help, if you can even hear me. It's probably because there's a lot of people online on Saturday. Okay, guys, let me go ahead and set my timer. It is time for y'all to throw questions up in the chat box, and then I'll use my cards and my intuition to come up with answers for those questions. We already have a card flying out. I'm not sure that was necessarily for anybody, so we're not going to worry about it too much. Let's get the timer set. So far, Michael, you're the only consistent person in the room. I'm glad you can. You can hear me, but you can't see me. Would you like to ask a question since you can still at least hear me? And whoever else is in the room, I can see there's another person in the room. If you have a question, now's the time to ask that question. Normally getting a question answered from me is $30, so this is a freebie. La da da da. La da da da. I'm just going to put a spread for the room. That way it'll be for people who are here now and for people who show up later. Excuse me. And then if I get another question, I'll answer that too. But for right now, we're just going to do the spread since nobody's asking a question. I'm not going to just sit here and do nothing. How is your writing? I haven't read your writing. Are you wanting my opinion or you want me to read on it? Because I haven't read your writings. Okay, for somebody in the room, whether they're here later or here now, we have a situation that you're not very happy about. And part of the reason that you're not happy about it is because you had a choice about whether you wanted to be in this situation or not, but you sort of felt obligated to choose a certain way. And it's probably not the way that you would have chosen had you not felt obligated. Hello there, Carla. Yep. Yep, we're doing questions too, at least for a bit. So best advice for whoever finds themselves in that situation is you want to take initiative and you want to think for yourself and think outside the box about what you can actually do moving forwards. You want to sort of break free from any restrictions you've been putting on yourself as far as mentally and emotionally as well. And you want to really take the time to examine your emotions and figure out, okay, why is it that I feel like I need to choose this way when I know that technically I do have choices here? You want to unblock yourself, basically. I'm happy you made it too. So the timer hasn't gone off. Whoever wants to ask a question, as long as you get it in before the timer goes off, we're good. I've already done a message for the room. Now we're on to other happiness. I've been wrapping sage today. Will Jarrett be consistent with communication with Carla this week? Is Jarrett the guy that you're always asking me about? Let's see. I think he will be consistent this week. I've got a pretty nice solid yes. I was going to be really surprised if you were asking about somebody else, but I think this is the first time you've actually mentioned his name. So it's interesting what we have coming up here. We've got the Eight of Water in reverse, which talks about coming back to somebody or coming back to something. And then we've got the Sun in reverse, which can talk about shared experiences and really enjoying those shared experiences. We have the Fool in reverse, which talks about continuing on with something that has been started as a leap of faith. We've got Strength standing upright, which means he's going to be pretty good about communication, at least this week. And then we have the Six of Fire in reverse, which means maybe at the very end of the week, you might kind of expect a little dip, something different. But for most of the week, I would say yes. La da da da, da 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 da. Well, you know what helps people find me, Michael, is when other people share me. So I'm just hoping everybody is out there sharing me. And comments help too, because then YouTube shares me with more people. And I know that there are people for sure that share me on Facebook. There's at least 2 people that share me religiously on Facebook. Let's see, what my timer hasn't gone off yet. Any other questions? Sure, as soon as I say that. All right, guys. Well, thank you very much for being here this wonderful Saturday evening. You could be so many other places. Oh, very cool, Carla. That's good. So thank you all very much for being here. Thank you to those of you also. I didn't, well, I did because you asked me my opinion. And I told you I don't have an opinion because I haven't read your writings. If you're asking a question about what Sacred Spirit thinks about your writing, then that's different. Then you're asking for me to read on your writing. That's not my opinion. So were you wanting me to read about, like, read psychically about if your writing is good or? Oh, well, it's pretty hard for me to have an opinion since I haven't read any of it. Okay. All right. Well, thank you everybody for being here. Thank you to those of you who are buying readings and Reiki sessions. And if I don't see you here for a private session between now and then I'll see you guys back on the next video. Peace out.